Hey, curious minds. Why does Taurus always seem so steady, so grounded and calm, like nothing can shake them? They don't leap into action. They take their time, then commit with everything they've got. But what's beneath that quiet strength, behind the stillness? There's tension they rarely show, a need to stay in control, to keep things safe, no matter what it costs. It's not just about comfort or routine. There's something deeper they keep buried. In this video, we'll uncover the truth about Taurus, their power, their patience, their shadow side, and the craving hidden beneath all that stillness. Whether you're a Taurus or just zodiac-curious, let's dig into what really drives this earthbound force. You've probably heard the basics. Taurus is calm, patient, and loves the finer things in life. But why is Taurus seen as the anchor of the zodiac? Why do they seem so grounded, consistent, and hard to shake? Taurus is the zodiac's builder. As the second sign, it follows Aries' explosive start and says, okay, let's make this last. Ruled by Venus, Taurus energy is all about creating beauty and security, whether that's a steady income, a peaceful home, or a long-term relationship. If Aries is the spark, Taurus is the steady-rooted foundation that keeps everything grounded. With their fixed earth energy, Taurus isn't here to sprint. They're here to build, slowly, steadily, and with care. Think of them like a tree, rooted, patient, and strong. You might not see them moving fast, but over time they've built something solid while everyone else is burned out. Taurus trusts what they can touch, see, and build. That's why they're known for their reliability, but also their stubbornness. Once Taurus locks in on an idea or decision, good luck changing it. Their strength lies in consistency, but their challenge is learning to bend without breaking. Still, when they commit, whether to a dream, a person, or a purpose, they're all in. Taurus is also deeply connected to the physical world, especially their senses. This sign rules the neck and throat, which is why many Taurians have rich voices or even tension in these areas when stressed. When life feels chaotic, they turn to what soothes the senses: soft textures, good food, and calming music. These aren't just luxuries, they're survival tools in a fast-paced world. Also, Taurus has a strong memory. They don't forget easily. Not just names or dates, but how things felt. A kind word, a painful moment, a broken promise. It all stays with them. Their memory runs deep. That's why trust is a big deal for Taurus. And when that trust is broken, it takes time and care to rebuild. They may seem strong and calm on the outside, but inside, they carry everything. Taurus doesn't hold on to the past to stay stuck. They do it to remember what matters and to build a better future. Symbolized by the bull, Taurus represents patience, strength, and quiet power. Bulls don't chase every movement. They wait. But when they move, nothing can stop them. Taurus doesn't rush. They need time to feel things out, whether it's people, decisions, or even their own emotions. But once they trust something, they're all in. Their loyalty is fierce, and their love of stability makes them deeply devoted. The challenge? Letting go. Whether it's a relationship, a routine, or even an old hoodie, Taurus holds on tight. Let's clear something up. Taurus isn't lazy. That myth sticks because they move slowly and love comfort. But in reality, Taurus is one of the zodiac's hardest workers. As an earth sign, they're built for consistency and long-term effort. They're methodical. While others sprint and burn out, Taurus paces themselves with purpose and shows up, rain or shine. Their comfort zone isn't a weakness, it's a power source. But it can become a trap if they start mistaking safety for growth. What really sets Taurus apart is their deep connection to the five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. They don't just enjoy beauty, they need it to feel alive and balanced. Many Taurians are drawn to the arts, especially music, thanks to their natural rhythm and rich vocal tone. Music isn't just entertainment, it's a form of grounding, a way to feel safe and present in their body. And let's talk about taste. Taurus has an incredible relationship with food. Their sense of flavor is often highly developed, and many have a natural talent for cooking. Whether it's crafting a comforting home-cooked meal or experimenting with gourmet recipes, Taurus treats food like an art form. And yes, add the perfect glass of wine and you've got peak Taurus bliss. Their love for fine dining and subtle flavors isn't about showing off. It's about truly savoring life. Taurus loves comfort, but they're not chasing luxury for status alone. What they truly seek is peace, found through the richness of the senses. Their deep appreciation for beauty isn't shallow. It reflects how they understand value, not just material value, but self-worth. At their core, Taurus is here to learn what they truly deserve. In the beginning, they might settle for less or cling to comfort zones that no longer serve them. But their growth begins when they realize they're not just here to build and protect, they're also here to receive and embrace the abundance they're worthy of. Taurus embodies the power of stillness and presence. While others rush toward quick wins, Taurus understands that true peace and success stem from patience and inner stability. Though they naturally resist chaos, life teaches them that control doesn't bring calm. Awareness does. At some point in their journey, Taurus is meant to learn from Scorpio, their opposite sign. Not a person, but the qualities Scorpio represents. While Taurus craves stability and comfort, Scorpio represents emotional depth and transformation. Though these two signs are opposites, in astrology, opposites are meant to balance and complement each other. Taurus can grow by learning Scorpio's intensity. Sometimes the storms they fear are the ones that lead them forward. True transformation begins when Taurus steps out of their comfort zone, and what feels like a breakdown may actually be the breakthrough they've been waiting for. When Taurus opens up to this process with mindfulness, their growth becomes unstoppable, and their potential limitless. Taurus's greatest gift, stability, can also become their biggest trap. They love comfort, routine, and the familiar. But that love can turn into fear. Fear of change, fear of letting go, fear of the unknown. So they keep holding on, even when it's clearly time to let go. Change feels risky, so they resist it, even when it's exactly what they need. Their stubbornness often comes from this fear. They cling to people, jobs, or beliefs long past their expiration date, not because they're still happy, but because they feel safe. This fear shows up in small habits: too much food, too much shopping, too much checking out emotionally. Ruled by Venus, Taurus loves pleasure, especially sweet things. It soothes them in the moment, but often it's just a way to avoid deeper emotional discomfort. They can also fall into the trap of always wanting more beauty, more money, more material things. Taurus may believe that having more will finally bring peace, but true peace doesn't come from what you own. It comes from what you're willing to release. On the surface, they seem calm, but inside, Taurus can hold a grudge for a long time. Their anger builds slowly, but when it finally erupts, it's explosive. It might take a lot to push them there, but once they snap, they won't hold back, no matter how long ago the hurt happened. In that moment, it's all emotion, no logic. And when the bull finally sees red, they don't just react, they charge, full force, fueled by every ounce of hurt they've been hiding. That's why if a Taurus is angry and goes quiet, don't poke the silence. Give them space. Let them know you're open to talk, but don't push. Because when Taurus feels dismissed or provoked, they shut down or strike back. They don't forget easily, and sometimes they don't forgive either. As Scorpio's opposite, they carry emotional shadows too. But instead of showing them, they bury them. Their pride runs deep, and when they feel unseen or disrespected, they may quietly pull away, judge, or shut down. Sometimes it even shows up as a quiet kind of narcissism, the belief that no one truly understands their worth. They're also deeply attached to their belongings. Their things aren't just things, they're part of who they are. Touching them without permission can feel like crossing a personal line. So what's the cost of all this? When Taurus clings too tightly to comfort, control, or the past, they limit their own growth. But when they see these patterns and learn to loosen their grip, something powerful happens. Because real strength isn't just about holding on, it's about knowing when to let go. And when Taurus finally opens the door to change, nothing can hold them back. We all know the Taurus image: calm, reliable, in control, like they've found their rhythm and nothing can pull them off course. But deep inside, something stirs. They wouldn't call it restlessness, but there's a quiet urge, a flicker, like a fire they forgot they had. They don't chase chaos. They want calm, yes, But underneath that calm, there's a part of them that wants more. More risk, more intensity, more aliveness. They think it's just who they are. Slow, careful, practical. But deep down, they long for motion, for the freedom to follow a spark, even if it leads somewhere wild. They hold so much together, for others, for themselves. And in that holding, they forget to ask what they really want. Not comfort, not control, but something real, raw, unfiltered. They wish they could let go, run towards something unknown, not to escape, but to feel the fire again. There's a part of them that wants to shine, to be seen in their fullness, messy, vibrant, alive, to stop dimming their light for the sake of harmony. But that part gets quiet, buried under shoulds, under habits that once felt like safety. And yet, it's still there. The wildness, the spark, the longing to feel more than just fine. Because what Taurus really craves isn't just peace. It's passion, and the freedom to follow it. As we wrap up, think of your birth chart like a matrix code, a metaphor for the hidden patterns beneath the surface. Just like a matrix reveals what's behind the visible world, your chart reflects the dynamics of your roots, the environment you were born into, and how they influenced your earliest perceptions. The sky's movements don't control your experiences, but point to cycles, challenges, and growth waiting to happen. If you're ready to explore more about yourself, join us on this journey. But remember,
all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
If you found this helpful, hit subscribe for more insights and grab your free self-discovery guide below. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.